Canadian officials are facing mounting pressure from the Biden administration to resolve the trucker protest against COVID mandates as the convoy blocks crucial trade routes between the two countries. So Kris Van Cleave is in Detroit, where they have blocked the Ambassador Bridge, and that continues. So actually, let me ask you, Kris, what is the current situation on the Ambassador Bridge?
The Ambassador Bridge remains closed in both directions. In fact, we haven't seen a vehicle come across this bridge since the night we got here on Wednesday. So for at least the last 48 hours, you've had no traffic going in or out of Canada. For a while there, they had trucks that were able to come from Canada to the U.S. It remains blockaded on the Canadian side. The community of Windsor is seeking an injunction that would order the people that are blockading the border here to vacate the area. Of course, unclear if they'll comply with that court order, but they could appear before a judge as soon as today to try to win that injunction. Canadian leaders from Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister, down are now referring to these actions blocking border crossings, not just here, but two other points across 3 Canadian provinces, calling all of them now illegal actions.
Yeah, the other two places, Montana and North Dakota. So let's talk about the impact that this is having on the auto industry. We heard from at least one manufacturer, I think yesterday, maybe others, but this is becoming a problem. How big of a problem?
Well, at least 5 of the world's largest automakers, Ford, GM, the parent company of Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Honda, and Toyota, are all experiencing production disruptions. And we're not just talking about their plants in Canada. We're seeing plants here in Michigan, as well as Ohio, even as far away as Kentucky, seeing production disruptions because parts aren't getting where they need to go when they need to be there. So that is significant for the automakers. They are looking at all options, which could include flying parts to plants or trying to take them by boat across the river here to try to keep production moving. But it is certainly having an impact. Right now, a semi has to drive about 2 hours from here to a different bridge, then wait in what is now a very long line, an hours-long line, to move in and out of Canada on a bridge that can't handle the same amount of traffic as the Ambassador Bridge. To put this in context, the Ambassador Bridge handles 25% of the trade between the U.S. and Canada. Canada is America's largest trading partner. You're talking about something in the vicinity of $400 million in goods a day moving back and forth, and most of that moves by big rig. You want to talk about financial impact. I was reading one estimate on lost wages just here in Michigan for these 5 days will be more than $50 million out of people's pockets because of production disruptions. We've heard from the White House that it's several industries, many businesses that are feeling the impact now.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it in perspective. And we, the consumers, may not feel it yet, but it's going to trickle down to us at some point. Kris, thank you very much.
Sure thing.